Hi everyone, it's Kino here. This is a Dolphin Pose tutorial. Dolphin Pose is a great prep for the posture called Pinchamayurasana, forearm balance. Now, it took me about 2 years to balance in Pinchamayurasana, and I wish someone had taught me to do the Dolphin Pose. Good technique in Dolphin Pose can set you up for powerful inversions and really good alignment in your shoulders. So there are a couple of things that are really important. First, shoulder alignment and shoulder strength. Second, understanding your center line orientation and how to activate your front body, even though you're going to be partially inverted in Dolphin and ultimately all the way inverted in Pinchamayurasana. Let's start off with the shoulders. So bend your elbows, take them out in front of you, and then wrap the elbows in. So you're doing this wrapping of the elbows in by widening the shoulders at the back body, giving space between the shoulder blades. This allows you to keep the elbows about shoulder width apart without squeezing any blocks or without putting any straps around the elbows. And this is the alignment you want to feel. Some of you who are very flexible can just boom, put the elbows in. That's not what I want you to do. Just draw the elbows in and hold them in place. And this is your powerful position for Pinchamayurasana as well as the Dolphin Pose. Just hold that for a few breaths and just let it be nice and aligned until you can feel the shoulders activating, and then drop that down. Now, second thing that you really want to feel in your Dolphin work is that the front body wraps in. So then roll the spine down, pointing the feet, and give me both elbows up like this, just as we did before, and then extend the legs. And we're gonna hold this for a couple breaths. 1, 2, and this would be like the Dolphin Plank Pose. 3, 4, then lift the legs, and here we are. This is like an inverted dolphin. 3, 4, roll all the way up. Did you feel those two elements coming together? I hope so, because now we're gonna put it to work. Okay, biggest thing that happens in the Dolphin Pose is that the elbows splay out like this. So, as you place the elbows down, you're going to wrap the elbows in towards each other so that they land in a slightly more narrow position than shoulder width apart. Then as you begin to bear weight in the elbows, they widen and come right back to shoulder width apart. Okay? Try that a few times. Hands and knees, wrap the elbows in, bear weight, and check them out. One more. Onto your hands and knees, wrap the elbows in, and let it be nice and stable. Okay, hold this for a couple breaths, and then give me a round back. Then, keeping the elbows in place, pitch your shoulders a little forward. So we have two positions that are important to think about in Dolphin Pose. One, where the head comes forward, and this prepares you to bear weight, and when the head is back, and the elbows are at 90 degrees. You're gonna get comfortable in both. People who are flexible are going to feel more comfortable here. People who lean towards natural strength, more comfortable here. You need them both. Now, let's go right into the Dolphin Pose. So, curling your toes under, elbows shoulder width apart, round the back. From here, stand the legs up. So now you have kind of like a downward dog on the elbows. To get into the Dolphin Pose, you want to walk in. So forward bend is very important here. So if your forward bend's not warmed up, Dolphin Pose is very hard. Next, check your feet. Ideally your feet touching, but if you need a little space, have your feet hips width apart, it's okay. So let's start off, elbows 90 degrees, relax the neck, look at the toes. 1, 2, round the back, and keep thinking about pulling your body away from the shoulders. 4, 5. Switch your gaze forward, and let's try that second position. Move forward and down. 1, 2. This is hard, huh? 3. Feel the shoulders. 4. Okay, let's sink the knees down. Come on, back up. Roll out the shoulders. Rest for a moment. We're going to do it one more time. The next one, let's see if we can come up onto the toes. So, obviously, the deeper and easier your forward fold is, the deeper and easier your Dolphin Pose is going to be. If you want to work only the shoulders, Dolphin Plank, where the elbows are down, the legs are long rather than up, might be more accessible. But let's see if we can work on the Dolphin Pose with the toes pointed. So start off, your hands shoulder width apart, Then drop the elbows in. Pause for a moment. Round the back. It's probably the biggest key to getting a good dolphin position. Round the back. That helps you lift your body weight up out of the arms. Focus on the hips, then inhale, hips back and up. All right. Walk in to a comfortable distance. Look at the toes. Keep the elbows 90 degrees. Then pivot forward and up with the pelvis, but not with the shoulders yet. And we'll stay for 5. 1, 2, push into the elbows, widen the shoulders. 3, widen the shoulders, try to squeeze the elbows towards each other. 4, switch your gaze, stay on the toes and lean forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's come down. All right, shake that out. Yeah, one more dolphin for you. We're gonna do one leg up in the dolphin pose. So many people rush into Pinchamayurasana without really taking the time to build the strength in the dolphin pose. Dolphin pose is like your stable foundation. Once you feel really settled here, Pinchamayurasana just starts to naturally happen. I really promise. It took me 2 years, but it starts to happen eventually. Okay, this is gonna be hard. Prepare mentally as well as physically. Exhale, both elbows down. Okay, keep the elbows straight. Inhale, come up, walk, walk. Then let's go for one leg up. Hold that for 5 breaths. 1. This one, your gaze can be towards your right toes. 2, wrap the elbows in and lift your body away from the shoulders. 3, 4, switch your gaze. Then come forward and down and see if you can get the weight just a little bit off that right toe. 1, 2, 3. If you want to, you can bend your right knee. 4, 5. Let's switch the legs. Right leg comes up. And the first one, you're going to stay on the ball of your foot and reach up and lift your body away from the shoulders. 1, 2, soft neck, look at the toes. 3, 4, switch the gaze, then lean forward and into the shoulders and see if you can get a little weight off that left foot. You want to bend the left knee. 1, 2, if it's not accessible, just stay down, work your dolphin. 3, 4, how you doing? 5, come on down. Okay, rest for a moment. I think we deserve a child's pose after that. Now let's come on back up. All right, how you feeling? So if you're feeling like that was really hard, good work, because dolphin pose is hard, Pinchamayurasana is hard. Give yourself 2 years. In fact, you can return back to this video when you're working on building up a stable dolphin. More than anything, I want you to focus on stability in the shoulders so you can really wrap those elbows in. I'm not a fan of tying a block around the elbows because it actually trains you to push out rather than training you to pull in. I'm also not so much of a fan of a block unless you really, really need it, because I feel like what we're looking for is to get the shoulder mobility and control from the shoulder rather than the hands and rather than the further away from the shoulder with a strap or with a block. So really focus on creating the space between the shoulder blades so the shoulder blades are spreading away from each other and the elbows come in together. Then for those of you who are naturally flexible, watch your back bend and instead focus on the core of the body and lifting the body weight up out of the elbows. Let your dolphin journey be filled with grace, with happiness, and with ease and flow. Don't force it, don't overdo it, don't try to do it all in one day. Slowly let the strength come and you'll be learning the slow, steady pace that yoga really takes you into that inner journey. And you'll be learning deep lessons about determination, about discipline, about believing in yourself against all odds. Those are some lessons that I've learned. And you can take those lessons off your yoga mat into your everyday life. Learn to believe in your dreams, learn to believe in yourself, and to speak the language of faith, both in your heart, in your mind, and in your actions every day of your life. Thanks so much for joining me on this yoga pose tutorial. If you want to do a full-length dolphin practice or Pinchamayurasana practice, remember, omstars.com, you get a 14-day free trial, and I'd love to see you there. Thanks so much for joining, everyone. Namaste.